So now we really got to get back to this spot here again. I've been testing here for quite a while now, I think almost an hour. We'll check in a second. This spot here for wild carp, and I'm using a zig rig, and every now and then, some nice chunks come in, even big wild carp on relatively small baits, and it's already looking really good. Bam. Well, the next small wild carp, just under 4 kilos, and I'm casting out again right away, because this is currently the most active rod. This one's delivering the most bites right now, and that's how it looks right now. So, wild carp, wild carp, wild carp, yeah. 40 minutes now at this spot by weight. I think about 12, exactly 12.5 is the biggest. Only one is undersized, and it's already a pretty good sign. If you've only got one little undersized one in there, you're already doing a few things right, at least not too many things wrong. And yeah, the whole thing here, again, only with zig rig. But you can also totally do it with, I'd say, classic hair rig. Nicely with sinking boilies and pellets combined. And flavor-wise, I'm all in on krill. Really good. So get over here to this spot on krill. The best thing is, you don't even have to use a boat. And that's always a bit annoying on Akhtuba when you first got to drive 20 minutes with the boat here. You can just cast straight from the main island and test it. So let's first check the position. That's the position. Bam. Cast it out. Relax between 15 and 20 meters. Works well. I'm at 18 meters now, so 18 meters cast out. And it's going so. First setup looks like this. I'm using just a size 1 hook. And actually this small foam here, so these little brown pinkish ones, and krill as dip. So these little foam balls, not that crazy, pretty long. Leaders still, 40 centimeters. I'm actually thinking about changing that, especially towards the evening hours. Maybe go a bit deeper, closer to the bottom. But yeah, it's working well so far. Even the big one, the 12.5 took the zig rig brown 14 and 13 pink. So that's apparently the right size. I'm looking right now, here's green and brown, and this one is exactly brown and pink 18, isn't really doing much, not even the big ones. So it's not necessarily the case that 18 millimeter is the right one. So maybe just switch that up, I'll change it right away. 1 to 1, and then we'll redo the third setup too. So now we're going back to brown 14 and pink 13 also on krill, and then right back out to the 18 meters. Look, and already something on. Again, amazing, by the way. I once had a feed mix out there. Oh man, look here, feed mix out there. We'll definitely check that out too. Luckily, I had one lying around 7 kilos. Gives really nice silver, definitely worth it, over 5 kilos. That's really worth it. So, right back out again. And I've been thinking all the time, so first thought was to use bigger foam, the 18 millimeter. Second idea, of course, use a bigger hook, that'd also be an option. And here, oh, just now he wanted to bite. I scared him off Green Mound also with krill, but I'm switching from that. And now we're trying red instead of pink, red 15. Brown. No, I'll even keep the pink and go red 13, 15, and still on krill, and I've still got, same as before, full 40 centimeter mono leader, 31 kilograms. So let's reel that in nicely, and then we'll see if this still keeps going well. Well, yeah, overall, I'm already super happy now. Of course, the question is, if you want to get a trophy here, what do you change? Like I said, on 18 millimeter foam, it wasn't that great size. One hook still works well for wild carp, so that's still good. Or maybe it just kicks off again in the evening or at night, because wild carp is often really active at night too. So you definitely got to test that again. I'm super curious about that. Yeah, and then we'll just see how it goes now for now. I'll keep going twice. Like I said, with the bait combo that's working best, like I said, if you want to go in without zig rig, just use pellet and boilie. That should also totally work. Look, I think something's on again, lifted the bait, and now he's pulling. Isn't that nice? Amazing. Bam, yes, come here. That's how it's supposed to be. Really good frequency. Oh, the first small one or second small one, we don't want those. But we can turn those into fish pieces. That works well too. So, back out at 18 meters, and I think time-wise we could toss in another feed mix, and then we'll check that too. So, this is the feed mix out at 18 meters. Bam! Easy cast, by the way. I'm casting toward that reed edge. There's that tree, that's a good landmark. Makes it easy to cast to the same spot again and again. So, Out with the bait again with the spod rocket. If you have PVA, just use PVA or use balls. On 18 meters, you can cast those too. Just take a small step back, shape them into a ball, max power cast. Then you'll land in the same area. So let's take a quick look. This is what the feed looks like. Sunflower seeds as base. Sunflower seeds. Then I've got krill feed pellets, 12 red krill feed pellets, dried krill as additive, black krill feed balance, and red krill. Now, if that's not the ultimate krill feed mix sensational, I tell you fully on krill fantastic with the sunflower seed base that also always works well, especially for wild carp. And off we go, look. 18 hours, it runs. This feed mix lasts only 18 hours. So refeeding isn't a bad idea, by the way. The spot worked even without feed mix. So cast out with the zig rig without feed, and it still kicked off well. The first ones already came in, 3 to 4 kilos, so that wasn't bad at all. Yeah, that's about it for the spot. It's just about waiting and testing and seeing what else comes in. Maybe even a sturgeon, maybe even a sterlet. Totally possible, because the combo, small hook, small bait, and krill, that's a classic combo. Definitely also for sterlet, and just test it here with the zig rig, especially on Akhtuba. And that reminds me, I wanted to shorten the leaders, because at night we'd rather go a bit deeper to 31 millimeter and then go to 15 centimeter mono. So back out again, just a short one, 15 centimeters. Oh man, I gotta quickly tie new leaders. Look, just cast it out, short leader, red and pink, and it kicks off again right away, but again a small one. Not what we want. Maybe we do need to offer a slightly bigger foam, so I'll keep testing here. Tie up another fitting leader in a bit. If this helped you, drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, helps me a lot. And I'll see you in one of the next videos or in the next live stream. Until then, tight line.